Into your interview?
I would listen like any other song, like some Grateful Dead music or something. I don't know what you guys can cue up, but just something different would be nice for once.
You can't help but be nostalgic right here. Joe Cohen, co-exec producer, writer on The Simpsons. Great to have you here in studio.
Great to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, I know you're a really serious guy. I'm hoping you'll come out of your shell.
I hope so too. This might be. I was looking for a moment to do it, so this could be it.
I'll meet you this morning. Listen, we've been chatting in the green room. You brought your handsome wife, as you call it, Sandy.
Yes.
Who's here with you today. You're here for a very special presentation with JFSA, the Innovation Lunch. And man, there's so many stories to cover. We were chatting about the fact that you grew up in Calgary.
Correct.
Got your business degree.
Correct.
And then comedy writing came in.
Yeah, natural progression in my eyes.
How did that happen?
It's sort of a long, twisted story, but...
You got a short version?
No.
Go with the long one.
Clear your schedules, people. I got a business degree, which has proven useless, and I got a job in Los Angeles working for Turner Broadcasting and decided to try being a writer, and got a job on the show Suddenly Susan, everybody's favorite television show, from what I understand. Yeah. And then from there, I got a job on The Simpsons. Classic story. I'm cutting some corners.
Are you cutting corners here? I'm looking at you, I'm thinking Millhouse.
Thank you. My brother was a writer on The Simpsons, and people say he was the inspiration for Millhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what was it like the first time? This is not the average job you apply for, to say, I'm going to write for one of the most popular shows in television history. What was it like when you got the job and then you walked into the writer's room for the very first time?
It was intimidating, like meeting you. No, it was...
You're doing very well.
Well, better here than I did there, trust me. No, it's crazy. I mean, the people I work with were incredibly talented people, and just to be in that room and then watch them work was intimidating, and took me like 4 or 5 months till I actually said something, and managed to stretch it for a little bit longer than that, but it's crazy.
Take us inside the room of, I mean, how they come up with the show, because so many people relate to one specific episode or the whole series. What is it like in terms of that creative process of how they bring these episodes together?
It's a lot of people sitting around a conference room table full of snacks, if you could imagine such a thing, a lot of ice cream and chips and water bottles, and basically just going through the script by line, screaming stuff out, trying to get something better than what exists currently in the script.
Yeah. So. When you look at the episodes that you worked on, what's the one you're most proud of?
I wrote an episode about a year or two ago called Homer the Father, which is Homer is trying to father based on watching a 1980s sitcom, and Bart isn't happy about it, so sells nuclear secrets to the Chinese.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
So also a Downton Abbey, I believe, same plot.
Just your average riff-raff that you have with your
just
friends,
kind of, stuff that happens in your normal life, that's what we draw from.
It's not an easy thing to pull off something like this. 24 successful seasons of The Simpsons. You have this historic landmark now, or milestone with this show. What do you think it is, the art of storytelling? What does it take to captivate an audience and keep them for this long?
We have great characters. There's something to be said for the fact that our characters never age, which is something I can't say about you. And
that hurts.
Well, it meant to hurt, so good.
I just got a couple of gray hairs after that comment.
Really? It's hard to tell. But it's just the show is an evergreen, and anytime you turn it on, and it is on TV 9 million times a day, that you can always relax and know that Homer's going to look the same and be just as stupid as he always is, and Bart will be precocious and bratty, and it's something to that. There's a warmth to it now after 24 years. People like that standard, and it's always there for them.
I mean, that's such a niche to write on The Simpsons, and then you give a presentation on the business level of how you transition the lessons you've learned working there in other industries. So what is it? What are the universal themes that you found?
Well, for something like today, which is supporting the GFSA, it's basically sort of talking about how our innovative process was a little bit longer than I told you, because you have to buy a ticket to the lunch if you want the whole story.
How much is that, by the way?
You couldn't afford it. Okay. And basically just talking about the way the show works and our innovative process and how we manage sort of brainstorming creativity, and if someone can draw something from that for their business or their own life, all the better.
What's the greatest reward you take away from working in this business? Because it's a tough one.
Cash, for sure.
Big money.
Oh yeah, ka-ching.
Anything else that you've heard along the way?
No, I mean, it's great. I'm honestly inspired and amazed and motivated by the people I work with. Are incredibly talented, not just the writers, but the actors and the animators. And it's amazing to just see people working at their highest level, and to be a part of that is very cool.
And with someone of your stature that's created so much in terms of comedy with The Simpsons, when you look at TV today, what do you think is the next big thing, that series that's going to run down the line and make history?
There's tons of great series. A lot of them are ending, but like The Office was phenomenal, both the British one and the American one. 30 Rock, which ended this year, is a great show. I mean, things like Curb Your Enthusiasm. I'm always mentioning shows that are about to end or have ended, but there's tons of great stuff on TV. With the sort of proliferation of channels now, there's a million things to watch, which is great.
Well, you've had a great run, man. Thanks for coming on the show.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
And doing this as well. JFSA.ca to find out more. This man will be at the luncheon and what an honor it is.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Good to meet you. Take care of Sandy. I can see her.
will,
She's
I
smiling.
will.
She's proud.
She's leaving.
Hi, Sandy.
All right.
Don't leave this man.
No.
He's a good one.
Exactly.
All right.
Tick, tick, tick.
Russ,
Right.
Russ the Kate's standing by. He's got a great Simpsons impression. You ready
I'd like
for
to
this?
hear. Let's see it.
Oh,
Okay.
what one now?
Okay,
all right, Guffin boys. I don't know. So, I got my favorite characters. Wiggum's right up there. Come on, everybody loves Diamond Joe Quimby. Everybody loves him. You know.